We searched for a man named Jim Sonnett. And the legends folks tell may be true. Most call him gunman and killer. He's my son, who I hardly knew. I raised Jim's boy from the cradle. Till the day he said to me, I have to go find my father. And I reckoned that's how it should be. So we ride, Jim's boy and me. Hey, stableman, feed them horses good now. Plenty of oats.
So you really think you can take him, eh?
I'll take him. One way or another.
Well, you better hustle, boy. You ain't the only one looking for Jim Sonnett.
Huh?
See them two horses? They belong to an old man and a boy about your age. Jim's pappy and his son.
Here?
They just rode in. They've been looking for him for some time now. Only he don't know they're trying to find him.
Do tell. Do tell. I reckon they're over at the hotel, huh?
That's right. Hey, you're not going to see them.
Like I said, I'm going to take him. One way or another.
Coffee? Thank you kindly. And I reckon we'll have some dessert now, huh?
Dessert?
You know, something sweet like pie or cake.
Sorry, the only thing sweet I can get you is sourdough biscuits and molasses.
Does it come with a meal?
If you want it.
None for me.
What is this, none for me? When something comes with a meal, you take it.
Sourdough biscuits?
Yeah, and molasses. The body needs something sweet now and then. It's good for the blood.
Mm.
Mr. Sonnett?
That's right.
I saw your name out there on the hotel register, and I was just wondering if you might be any relation to Jim Sonnett.
We might be. Who are you?
Billy Delver. Jim Sonnett, why, he done me a big favor the other night, and I was just wondering.
Yeah, put yourself up a chair and sit down there, son. This here's Jeff. I'm Will. Jim's our kin, all right.
You, say he done you a favor?
Indeed he did. Right here in town 3 nights ago. Me and my brother, we own a small ranch right outside of town. Well, we work pretty hard, and we don't get too much time off. So, anyway, I come into town 3 nights ago, and I guess I had a little bit too much to drink.
Well, it can happen.
Yes, sir, that's a fact. That's a fact. Anyway, I got to arguing with these 2 Texas fellers over nothing, over just nothing. But they got all riled up, and they was like to draw on me.
Yeah.
Well, that's when Jim stepped in.
Here's your dessert.
Never mind, I don't want it now.
Well, you ordered it.
Well, it's free, ain't it? Something free a man can take or give back. Go on, get out of here. Go on, son.
Well, anyway, Jim, he could see I was drunk. Well, that's when he stepped right in there and he told these Texas fellers, now you calm down. They was of no mind to take him on. So they just left town. Oh, but if he hadn't have been there.
Seems like you're lucky he was.
He put me to bed right up there in one of them hotel rooms. And when I woke up in the morning, well, he was just gone. I never did get a chance to thank you. So when I saw your names out there on the hotel register, I thought maybe I could thank you.
Well, now, that's mighty thoughtful of you. When we find James, we'll tell him what you said.
Find him? Don't you know where he is?
Well, now, if we did, we wouldn't be sitting here.
How long's it been since you've been with him?
Since way before I can remember.
Well, I reckon it's about bedtime for me. Jeff?
No, I'm not tired yet, Grandpa. I think I'll take me some air.
Yeah, well, you've been out in the air all day long.
Well, I want to stretch my legs. They say it's good for the blood.
Well, thank you again, son, for them kind words about James.
Oh, it was my pleasure, sir.
You pay the man, Jeff, huh? And no extra now, mind you, seeing as how we begged off in the dessert.
Hello there.
Whiskey.
Sure, I remembered. Well, staying around here, huh?
Am I?
Well, you was in yesterday and again today. Most strangers just ride through Barnesville.
I wonder why. Another.
You staying in one of those mine shacks outside of town?
What makes you think so?
Oh, just guessing. The hotel ain't had a customer in a week.
You like to guess things, do you?
Yeah, I do.
You like to guess who people are, why they're here, where they're headed?
Well, now, look, mister, I was only trying to be friendly.
Yeah. Sorry. It gets so at times I forget what friendly is.
Well, I fed them good, rubbed them both down, too.
Yeah, that way out so much you couldn't saddle him?
I get paid to tend them, that's all.
Never mind. I just wish I knew which town my boy headed for.
Well, it's a shame Jim didn't tell me where he was going. Of course, he only stopped for a noon meal. He didn't talk much.
A noon meal. He stayed the night, didn't he?
No, he rode out about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, now, that's funny. We met a young fella last night, said James helped him out in the saloon when he was drunk. Then he put him to bed.
Now, that was night. Now, why are you lying to us, mister?
Lying? Me? Well, that's a good one.
That young fella had no reason to lie to us.
Oh, he didn't he? So right off you believe him and you call me a liar. You believe Billy Delver and you call me a liar.
Oh, he said Paul stood up for him against 2 Texas troublemakers.
Stood up for him? Well, that's a good one, that is. Your pa stood up for a troublemaker, all right. He shot him dead because he was forced to. But he was no Texan. It was Jack Delver, Billy's brother.
Well, sir, I'm over my limit. But in this case, I'm gonna raise you 2 more.
I'm out. You wouldn't be bluffing me now, would you, old-timer?
Cost you to find out, Sonny. You gonna call me or not? You gonna call me?
No. You win.
Pair of trays. That's all I had, trays.
Ante up.
Ante up.
Deal me out.
You know that kid?
I've known a lot like him. You've been staring at me, kid.
That's right.
You think maybe you know me?
Maybe.
And if I'm who you think I am, you'd like to try me, hmm? Don't be a fool, boy. Finish your beer and get out.
I've been following you for a long time now.
Is that a fact?
You're Jim Sonnett.
Yeah. I'm Jim Sonnett. I'm warning you, boy. Don't try it.
No, I didn't come here to fight you. Don't you know me? Paul? I'm Jeff.
long have you been on the trail looking for me?
Well, let's see. I left Wyoming about, a year ago. Yeah. Been over a year.
And what did your grandpa say about you leaving?
Well, he understood. I told him I wanted to find you, to get to know you.
I'm surprised he didn't come with you.
Oh, he wanted to. Yes, he did, but I told him it was something I wanted to do alone.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you ain't sorry I came.
Sorry. Boy, I can't remember a time I've been happier. You look fine. And strong, and... Well, you make me feel good, boy, real good. How's your grandpa?
Oh, fine, just fine.
You say you and him worked the horse ranch?
Yeah, that's right. He had some of the finest broncs in Wyoming.
Well, I'm glad he finally settled down. When I was a boy, he was always scouting one war after another. We never did spend much time together. But you and him, I guess you were real close.
Yeah, real close.
Jeff.
Yes, sir?
Well, like I said, I've never been happier. But I want you to understand, after a few days, I'll be riding on.
Oh, but Paul...
Now, listen to me, boy. No matter where I go, there's always men who want to kill me. Some of them with a grievance for things past. Some of them just because of my reputation. So I have to keep moving. I have to keep covering my trail. Well, that's no life for you.
But we can't be together for a while.
Oh, sure we can, boy. I've been using a miner shack just north of town. It'll be safe to stay there for a couple days. And then you can head home.
Fine. Fine.
Much obliged. We'll see you later.
Yes, sir, Mr. Sonnett.
What are you thinking about, boy?
Nothing. Everything.
Yeah, I know. Me too. It's funny. I used to think if ever I did find you and Pa, there'd be so much to say. But now, well, it's good just being with. There's plenty of time for talk later.
Yeah, plenty of time.
I remember I used to wait for your grandpa to come home. After he'd been out scouting sometimes for almost a year. Yeah, I'd think of everything there was to tell him. About what I'd been doing, what I'd learned. Then he'd come back to the fort. Seems we never did get much said. But I was always glad he was back. It felt good, him just being there.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Do you, boy? You know, I mind the time he'd been off fighting the Seminoles. He wrote me a letter. Only one he ever did. Well, that was a big thrill to a kid my age. Getting a letter all the way from Georgia.
I'll bet it was.
He ever tell you about that campaign?
Oh, sure. He talks about them all.
Uh-huh. Oh, let's say I brew us some coffee.
Fine.
Oh, no.
What's the matter?
I'm out of coffee, that's what's the matter. I went into town to pick up a few supplies. Till you sort of took my mind off things.
I don't care about no coffee.
Well, you will come morning. Are you too tired to ride into town with me?
No, I feel fine. Look, I'll go into town and get the coffee, and you stay here.
Well, that's something new for me. A son to run my errands.
I won't be long.
I'll boil some water.
Fine.
Howdy. Yes, the gents will be.
2 beers. We'd like to ask you a couple of questions if we could.
Questions? Now, don't tell me you men are lost.
No, we ain't lost. But we're trying to find a man by the name of James Sonnett.
Sonnett?
Jim Sonnett. Did he pass this way?
Well, now, that's hard to say.
What's hard about a yes or no?
Well, I understand Mr. Sonnett doesn't take kindly to folks who come looking for him.
Oh, it's all right. We're kin.
Kin?
That's right. I'm James's pa, and this here's his son.
But that can't be.
What do you mean it can't be? It is.
Jim Sonnett just saw his real son in here not over an hour ago.
He what?
Grandpa. That must have been Billy.
Now, I don't know who you two really are, but you can't fool me with it.
Does this fool you? Now, you tell us what we want to know, or I'll put a hole right where you swallow.
Please,
I told you the truth. We're kin to James Sonnett. But that boy that was in here means to kill him.
Kill him?
That's right. Now, where'd they go?
I'm not sure, but I think Jim Sonnett is using one of those old mine shacks north of town.
Let's go, Jim. That big gelding wasn't there when we rode in. Maybe we better take a look in that store, huh?
I'll do it, Grandpa. Hello, Billy. I didn't kill him, but he won't be using that gun on him for a while.
Where's my son, boy? Where's James? You get a doctor in this town?
Yes, sir.
Have him take a look at the boy. Well, it ain't been fired recent. I'm thinking James is all right.
The mine shacks. North of town.
I reckon that's where your father is, boy. James! James Sonnett! It's me, James! Will! Your pa!
Maybe this is the wrong shack, Grandpa.
Yeah, this is the only one that showed smoke.
If it's not here, you at least try looking in the other ones.
He was here all right. He left a note.
Note?
Yeah. Kid, I'm leaving before you get back so I won't have to kill you. No boy raised by Will Sonnett would ever treat a horse the way you do. And he would know that the Seminole War never was fought in Georgia. I'm taking the time to write this as a warning. Don't try to follow me. I won't give you a second chance. No brag, just fact.
Well, he's gone.
Yeah, he wasn't fooled.
That kid, I wish I'd killed him.
Jeff,
Well, if it wasn't for him, we'd have found Paul right here.
and it makes you mad we didn't. So you would have killed him because you was mad. Well, what about James? He must have been mad too. But he didn't kill him. He just warned him off.
I know. I'm sorry, Grandpa. It's just...
I know. Be so close one minute and the next not to know which trail he took. But the right trail is out there somewheres. And we ain't finding it standing here, so come on. Like the book says, Lord, all things are delivered unto me of the Father. And no man knoweth the Son but the Father. Neither knoweth any man the Father, save the Son,